Hi, Tom here. Welcome to today's video. This week feels different. Not in a booming way. Not in an unexpected way. But in a way you can feel inside your chest. Like something that's been heavy for a long time is finally starting to lift. Cancer, this is the beginning of that shift. Over the last few cycles, you've been carrying a lot emotionally. Thinking about the past, thinking about people, thinking about situations that didn't go the way you had hoped. You may have felt like part of you was still holding on, even if you knew you needed to move forward. That phase is ending. This week, your energy starts changing. From a Vedic perspective, this is emotional release energy. When Cancer lets go of something internally, life begins to move externally. But the shift always starts in the heart first. You feel calmer. You feel clearer. You feel ready to move forward in a way you weren't before. And once that happens, your path becomes open. You may notice yourself reacting differently this week. Something that used to bother you doesn't feel as strong. Something that used to hurt doesn't hit the same way. Something you were worried about doesn't feel as heavy. That's not distance. That's healing. And healing is what allows the shift to begin. Cancer. Your strength has always been emotional depth. You care deeply. You remember deeply. You hold on longer than most people. But when you finally release something, your life, it changes fast. Because your energy becomes free again. And free energy, it moves. There may be a moment this week where you realize something is over. Not in a bad way. In a peaceful way. A chapter. A situation. A pattern. A way of thinking. Something that used to feel important doesn't feel the same anymore. That realization is the turning point. Because once your heart lets go, life starts moving forward again. So here's the deeper truth for this week. The shift didn't start this week. It started when you made a decision quite recently. Maybe you accepted something. Maybe you forgave something. Maybe you stopped waiting for something that wasn't coming. Even if no one else noticed, that moment changed your energy. And now, life is responding to that change. You may also notice your intuition getting stronger. Feeling drawn towards certain people. Feeling pulled towards certain places. Feeling like something new is coming. even if you didn't know what it was yet. Pay attention to that. Cancer always feels the shift before it becomes visible. There may be opportunities appearing slowly this week. Something connected to home. Something connected to family. Something connected to relationships. And something connected to where you feel safe. Not everything at once, but enough to show you that the cycle has changed. But here's the key for this week. Don't go back to what you already released. Cancer energy grows when you trust the feeling of closure. Even if part of you wants to look back, stay forward. Stay open. Let the new energy come in. Because what's really happening is this. You finished something emotionally. You made peace with something. You let something go. And now, your life has room for something new. Now, let's talk alignment. One intentional practice for you this week. Notice what feels lighter in your heart. Don't question it. Don't pull it back. Let yourself move forward without guilt. That keeps the shift going. Cancer. This week isn't about forcing change. It's about realizing change already started. Your heart is lighter. Your energy is different. Your path is opening. And now, life begins to move again. The shift has begun. And you need to trust that. Before you go, there's something important you should know. These horoscopes are based on Vedic astrology, also known as sidereal astrology. That means we're using the actual positions of the stars in the sky, not the tropical system used in most Western astrology. Because of that, your sun signs here may be different than what you're used to. And that's okay. In Vedic astrology, we don't start with the sun sign. We start with the moon sign, because the moon represents your mind, emotions, and how life is experienced day to day. First, always watch this for your Vedic moon sign. That's where this horoscope will feel the most accurate and personal. Next, I recommend watching for your rising sign, also called your ascendant or lagna. Your rising sign shows how these energies show up in your physical life, your body, your environment, and the situations unfolding around you. Then, you can also watch for your sun sign, which adds insight into your identity, confidence, and sense of purpose during this time. And if love, relationships, creativity, or money are major themes for you right now, I also recommend checking your Venus sign, called Shukra in Vedic astrology, for an extra layer of clarity. For weeks where things feel intense, faded, or life-shifting, it can also be helpful to look at your lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu. These show where growth is pulling you forward, and where old patterns are asking to be released. To find your correct placements, make sure you're using a Vedic or sidereal natal chart, not a tropical one. Once you know your moon, rising, Sun, and Venus signs, and optionally Rahu and Ketu, you'll get a much deeper and more complete understanding of what's unfolding. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. It truly helps support this channel and allows these messages to reach the people who actually need them. And if you're enjoying these weekly Vedic horoscopes, consider subscribing so you don't miss future messages for your signs. You are not one sign. You are a system of energies learning how to work together. Take care and be calm.